All right, fire babies, how y'all doing out there today? Now I just seen 3:33 on the clock, and I guess 333 is the number. Now, I feel compelled to pull from these two decks first. I don't think I ever used these two decks together, to start out a reading. So let's see what come out. Came to my mind. Let's see what it got to say. Now, thank you for all your support. Appreciate you, boo. All right. All right. Now, I seen the will and the strength card. We got investments coming out first. Seven of Pentacles. It could be momentum. Wish fulfillment. And the Queen of Wands, which is your energy. I'm getting stamina for some reason. Strength, endurance. Somebody could be cooking. I'm talking about right now. You can't wait to eat. Ooh, look. And I pulled it in reverse. And the Three of Swords is here. Now something is being realized. Because the High Priestess, she's secretive. She's mystery. Now sometimes, in reverse, I guess it could be negative energy. But let's see. We got some contradiction energies going on here. Transition. And we got the heart. Now it's so crazy. What it was, I just seen 4.5. But we got 434 or 44.3. Let me see. You could be saying 44 a lot. Now it's so crazy that in the Numerian calendar, I think that's how you pronounce it. 44 actually means black people. I was shocked to see that when I seen it. When people pull up the numerology charts, when they run numbers on people, in the industry, that's what it means. But of course, they always use something for a negative connotation. But let's see. I don't know. It's kind of odd, though, that a lot of people, in the black community do have 444 somewhere in their energy. Some type of synchronicity in regards to their awakening. Now, I don't know if it's true of white people, and I'm not trying to be biased here. I'm just something I just paid attention to. But we do have DNA here. Now, you know that this is the Ouroboros yin and yang energy. We see the 6. Sometimes it could be, what goes around comes around. DNA strand. It could be, we see it. I said something about cooking. It could be something in regards to health. We see the card over here is giving birth to something. It could be a new addition. And we got 17 star, consciousness. Sometimes it does represent spirit, a new spirit. Let me see. I'm just throwing a lot of things out here so you can tap in. And we got passion. And it's the number 34. So crazy. And 234. Now you can actually be saying that. I think I just actually seen that. And we have a reflection. something. A transition in passion. Or your passion is reflecting out from your DNA. Ooh, this is a lot. Because it actually could be a baby. Creative ideal. Could be a relationship. A new addition to the family. But let me see. But sacral chakra is here, which is giving me this high priestess. But let's see. Because the sacral, sacred unions. Let me see. I'm curious. I can't wait to see what these cards is going to say. Yeah, it came back out. Now we're going to clarify this. And I told you, something is coming to the light. Consciousness. This is the star. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our intention on all the multi-dimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. I'm telling you, something is being realized in regards to your passion. Now, it could have something to do with cooking. I was just looking at this. And I said she can't wait to eat because look at the way she looking. And all those pots. Those cups. Let me see. Let me see. I can't wait to see what this say. Now we got a lot of purple out here. And all this red right here in the mist. Now we got defense. And we're going to take this one because it's face down. Style. And we got humor. Which is, in the essence, giving me light. It's giving me the heart. Consciousness. Humor heals the heart, gets you light. It's uplifting. But let me see. Defense. Now, because it's over here with DNA, it's really just giving me the feeling that it's giving me masculine energy. It's giving me action. It's giving me protection. Fighting for your rights, standing up for yourself. But let me see what this card actually says. Now, somebody could have been fighting to have a baby, to give birth. It could be a little struggle. Let me see. Could be so many things. But let's see what the cards say. We're going to pull from some other cards to try to draw out what it's talking about. Ooh, I'm getting confirmations. Now, a few things to keep in mind when you pull the Roxanne Shante card. For starters, you may need to have your dukes up. If tensions is in the air, you can feel turmoil brewing. Now we do see this. Damn, but look what's at the bottom of that. And look at that. And the next one is the Two of Wands. Huh. That 2, 3, 4 is relevant. I'm just looking at it right here. Actually, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm just looking at it. And look at the happy ever after. Let me see that. You can see 1, 2, 3, 2. Now, why did I turn from the page? Why? Now, of course, you can look at this tension in the air on a universal scale. It doesn't necessarily have to be around you. Something that you're fighting for, some type of investment. But there could be some type. It could be something going on with DNA as well. Sibling rivalry. I want to say. Let me see. You know, sometimes babies is hard to adapt to the new baby in the house. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's making me think about all these things. But you know, when my little brother, because I was the baby girl, I was spoiled. I had another younger brother up under me. I don't know. I used to beat him up all the time, though. But the baby, child, I will kick your tail if you touch him. I thought that was the most beautifulest baby I have ever seen in my life. He was so fat, I used to bite on him all the time. Oh my God, I thought he was my child. I can remember that at 5 years old, or you probably even younger than that. I would just remember that. And you know, it's how you block out some stuff you don't remember that far back, but I remember that. Now, it's so crazy that salt and pepper is the next card. Something about cooking. It's definitely here. You know, this is spicing something up. Now, it says a few things to keep in mind when you pull this card. You know, if you feel the tensions in the air or turmoil brewing, chill. It says you are well equipped to shield yourself from whatever storm may come and ultimately pass. If you come on too strong, you might burn bridges that should have never met your matchbook. So fire off strategically. It's so crazy. I was just talking about if somebody say that word one more time, I'm gonna lose it. However, it's here. Now, it's if you're holding insecurities about not receiving the respect you deserve, maybe that's confirmation. Remember, there are a million ways to approach it. It says you have to stand your ground on disagreeable affairs, but be mindful to temper that rage. Now we know that the fire is right here with this passion. And I'm telling you, look at you. Now we got the style here, which is giving me somebody got a lot of style. And I'm just looking at her. And look at her. Now somebody could like to wear blue eyeshadow. Look at the synchronicities there. You know? He could have long hair. I don't know. He could be a little eccentric, I wanna say. It don't have to be. I think something about your creativity, your style is very unique. Yeah. You feel like animal prints, feathers, and stuff like that. Something about your style is very unique, though. Yeah, I'm just looking at this red bottoms. Somebody might like fashion a lot. Could be any type, you know. But it is really looking at clothing, you know, color. Let me see. Look at that. Now, it could be the workplace. Now, it's so crazy that this card is showing up, but I don't think that this is the one that I was thinking about. Now, I know that this don't have anything to do with it, but it just made me think about that prisoner that's online. And I'm like, why would he put that on his face like that? You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it. If it's in here. I'm like, why would he put that on his face like that right there? That's crazy. I don't understand. I would never, for the life of me, because he looked just like the freaking Joker. But it just really made me think of him. I'm like, why would he do that? Talking about he's smart. That's not smart. Especially when you're a criminal. The first thing they ask you is, do you got any tattoos? And you gonna put them on your face? Now, there could be something going on in the workplace. I don't think it's this deck, y'all. That's why I didn't find it. But, you know, DNA. That says sibling rivalry. I don't know. Let me see. Now, it could, you do find family and work and stuff like that right there. I don't know. Now, it could be support. Let me see. Let me see. I see the detective showing up. And we got the writer, the weaver of tales. Now, this is some type of spell. You can see it as a manifestation. Something about your style. Polishing. Crafting. Storytelling. You could be perfecting something. That's what is really giving me polishing because of everything that I was talking about previous. You know, it could be either or all in regards. And it could be something else, but we're going to figure it out. Let me see. Look at the swindler. Next to the high priestess. And consciousness. Now you're going to be, and we see the fight. Now look at the child right here. Now we know that this is the golden child, the beacon of hope. But let me see, because we got the pain here. Something going on at work. Something about somebody could be stealing somebody's work. Or somebody could. It's also giving me single white female. Cause look at her. What the frick is going on? Trying to siphon your energy. What is going on? All right, let me see. Better find out. Purpose lady and the message is showing up. I see the despair. Look at the courthouse. What the defense? Something you fighting for? Work, DNA. Now, of course, this could be rite of passage. I do see a transition. Somebody might be getting sued. Better Business Bureau, something going on. Something going on. Something is definitely coming to the end. Look at the occupation. And it's the number freaking 34. Now, that could be significant, or 43. But, you know, the coffin, you know, it's aligned with the sun, which is 19. And I told you something is coming to the light. In regards to your purpose, maybe? Now, we're seeing the clown. You know, the clown is, is the fool. But it's giving me this humor right here. Let me see. I see change in regards to toil and labor. Because look what's here. See the shit? And it's going to be on this. The lover's in the house. But the swindler, the consciousness. We see the pain. Wow. Something's changing. Now it could even be residents. Consciousness. Again, we see the passion. It could be something going on. Let me see. We gotta pull from some more cards. I want to pull from these. Yeah, let me try it. There's something come out. I don't know why I feel hesitant about pulling from these. Alright. Now this is telling you to be open-minded. It's 25. And it's vintage. New vintage. Now when I hear vintage, it really is giving me ancestry with DNA. Huh. And we also have the garden. Receive and heal. With the number 10. Now I really want to read out what this card is talking about. And look at that. That's crazy. This is really Christ. This is, Christ consciousness. That we don't follow your lead with consciousness. Christ consciousness. Oh my God. And humor, light. With the house, the lovers, the choice. You are the house. Whatever's ciphering in your energy, you're going to be aware of it. Whatever this pain is, like you're a beacon of hope. And I told you, something is freaking cooking. And I'm researching, I'm bar. Y'all, when stuff like that happen, it kind of creep me out a little bit. Something. Now, spirit cooking and all of this right here. What the hell? With the death card and style. Now let me see what confirmation. Let me see something. I want to see what this card talks about. Let me see. Now this says this card also suggests that there are elders in your family or circle with the answers that you seek from their life experiences, particularly journey and skill set. They have guidance to offer you at this time. They may be a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, friend, or a teacher. They're likely still alive, but also can draw on ancestors, guides, and sacred knowledge passed down from generation to generation, since everything is new to the ears that have never heard before. This is creepy, y'all. This is creepy. And it says you are also held by the ancient ones as you peel back layers of previous understanding to find deeper truths. New teachings, a fresh way of understanding your life. Leave no stone unturned as you enjoy browsing libraries and new information, and be interested in the questions that are provoked and the areas that are challenged. Y'all, when I say that this be creeping me out. Because you're about to get some type of message, and it's in regards to your purpose. Right here with the garden, in the Garden of Eden, where you found the information. And you see, you're about to receive it. Right here with the Weaver of Tales, the writer, the spell. Spirit is cooking. And I told you, it's something about the high priestess and the swindler. I don't know. It's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. You're going to be very aware. And I think it's happening this year because I'm looking at 25. Now, I didn't read it out. I want to read the whole thing out. Let me just go to the top because this is interesting. Now, it's kind of long, but we can get through it because I think it's going to be important. It says to drink from the cup of life is to understand that to stay open to new ideals, new perspective, and other ways of being. Confirmation. Other ways of being keeps you young in body and mind and soul. Right here with the Christ costume just at the end of this thing. Being open. Now, right now it is important to stay inquisitive, curious, and eager to learn, and to greet each new day afresh with no expectations of how it will be, but rather what it could be. Now it says Yeshua used the parable of new wine needing to be put into new skins, bottles. We've seen the libation card. Since the older skins will fail to hold the liquid. Now this liquid, it's so crazy that I was looking at this video yesterday and this girl was making rugs and she was skinning this, I don't know what the animal was, but she made some rugs out of it. You can see the tail, but the technique she was using, it just put me in the mind of that. Buffaloes or something like that. Native American, Indian, whatever. But now it says this liquid, though it's our ever-evolving consciousness and spirit, we are warned not to become stuck, intransigent, or rigid in what we think possible or how we expect the world to be. Being flexible to new ideals is a characteristic that can affect young and old alike. Here we see this card, the wine cellar. That's what she got on her hand, wine. And it's so crazy that I've been talking about that. And remember, I told you he wouldn't have given you wine. Maybe that's why the swindler is here. Well, let me see. Let me see. This liquid is through our ever-evolving consciousness and spirit. We are warned not to become stuck. Okay. Being flexible is new ideals and characteristics that can affect young and old alike. Okay. Now it says, here we see this car, the wine cellar, who although an elder is alive with youth and vigor, her eyes full of wisdom, experience, and desire to find out more. You are reminded to never lose your love for life, your ability to serve, and your desire to see beyond what you true are you and what you already know. The supple mind and open heart are the main requirements and the willingness to engage in life, not hide away, stagnate, or simply stay too close to your comfort zone. So often we stay with what is safe and predictable rather than giving ourselves the opportunity to meet new people, engage in different activities, and broaden our interests. This may be linked to any area of life, career, and relationships, but also our mindsets and beliefs. Your soul came here to enjoy the rich variety of experiences that can be found only on earth. Anytime you hear it, I guess that's a confirmation to limit yourself to just one tree from which you pick fruit in God's garden deprives you of so much. It's like you gotta really step it. And it right here with the freaking garden. Oh my God. Something is really. Ooh. Oh. Now it says this card also suggests that there's an elder in your circle of family with answers that you seek from their life experiences, particularly a journey, a skill set. They have guidance to offer you at this time. They may be parents, grandparents, neighbors, friends, or teacher. They're likely still alive, but also can draw on ancestor guides and sacred knowledge passed down from generation to generation, since everything is new to the ears that have never been heard. You also are held by the ancient ones as you peel back layers of previous understanding to find deeper truths, new teachings, and fresh ways of understanding your life. Leave no stone unturned as you enjoy browsing libraries of new information and be interested in the questions that are provoked and the areas that are challenged. You are ready for the next level of teaching. Much of this comes from walking the path. Christ consciousness living with will take you places and people that will test you to see whether you can stay in your heart. See your life as a canvas on which there are already brushstrokes, but onto which new colors and patterns wish to arrive. Some will be mysterious and complex, and some simply and straightforward. Some simple and straightforward, but all make up the greater picture of your life. Right now, be light-footed, right here with the humor, flow, and see where life takes you and what awaits around the next corner. Endeavor to enjoy being life's external student. Drink from its cup, and freely knowing more will come. To look back at life to look back at a life well lived is the road to travel. So today, explore all you can. For tomorrow, another surprise will await. Right here with the beacon of hope, overcoming that pain. And you see, this is all about that perspective. That's that new beginning. Look at that. 1, 2, freaking 3. You can't make it up, boo. Then we start, and it's in a freaking row. Spirit got something cooking. And the researcher, it's just like the alchemist, investigating right here. Smiling at you. Like it's harvest time. And look at you, being just like Bruce Lee, the Nishido, the master of stealth. Here you go. And here's the incoming information. And it's so crazy that this is the only card that's in reverse, the Avenger. Stand up for yourself and all that good jazz. Let go of what's feasible. You want to keep your foot on these people's neck that's out here trying to, stunt your growth and all that. But, choose your battles. The change is coming. Damn, this was the ball. Damn! That clarified everything. Now let's see what this little style card is talking about. Let's just read it. Let's see if we can give you a little bit more. It's just like you can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up, boo. That's why I tell you all the time. Learn everything and conform to nothing. Keep an open mind. You know, you might click on somebody's video that you never thought that you would tune into. It's like this person I'm listening to right now, Wayward Energy. I seen her like a couple of years ago. Now I just can't stop looking at her. Just the way her mind thinks, it's crazy to me. I'm not saying I agree with everything, but she sure made me say, woo wee. I never thought about that way. Now let me see. And that says, when you're feeling down, there are many ways to pick yourself back up. Now I'm reading the style card. Sometimes it's merely speaking that positive into existence. Other times, livening up your physical appearance with a new wardrobe or a new haircut will do the trick. Let your exterior shake up your interior. When you look good, you feel good. And ain't that the truth? And I told you, it's something you're going to be happy about. I said wish fulfillment. I'm going to pull for some cards, more cards. And I don't care whatever else comes out. And anything that I say, don't take away from it. Just like when I got to this, before I got to this, I was saying a lot of things. That's all relevant because it could be something going on in those areas as well. But I just think that this was just too cute. I love Spirit, how she be showing up. I love it. Now, let me see the human card. Let's just read it. Because I really do get a copycat. Get a copycat. Yeah, people competing and stuff right here. So it could be going in their workplace. Or it could be civil robbery. You could have a little sister. Now, I want to say, if you got a little sister, I don't know. Little sisters always want to be like the big sisters. A lot of times they do. And boy, do we have to be an example. I wish I had a little sister. My sister, she ain't like me. And this is why I'm saying this, because I swear I tried everything in my power to be her friend, and she just wasn't going for it, y'all. And I had to come to grips with that, come to terms with that. That's probably why I said the civil robbery. It could be something. But they just want to be like you. They just love you. Want to be your friend. 9 times out of 10. But let me see. Now, to quote the Joker, I was talking about the Joker. Why so serious? Acting stodgy is really no fun at all. Now, this card is a message to laugh more. You can do that by checking out a stand-up routine. You may even try to improve yourself, but embrace the good. Otherwise, joyful moments can escape you, leaving you with regrets. Confirmation. Laughter is the best medicine. So have a proper dose. You know? Telling you to be like more and follow my lead. Yeah, that's why the choice is here, the lovers is here. With the swindler, the high priestess. Because, you know, again, it could be negative energy. Trying to siphon your energy. And remember, you can't make nobody love you. You may have to come to terms with it. And walk away. You know? It's so crazy that don't this one look older? It look like she's trying to be just like it because she got a little ponytail. This one is more mature. She white. This white. Why am I getting brat energy in the baby or something like that right there? I don't know. I remember one time I stole my sister's pink shirt. This made me think about it because it had little ruffles. I think they came out in style. Boy, did she track me down. I did beat her up, but I stole the shirt, y'all. She could wear all my stuff, but I couldn't touch hers, right? You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. Somebody got a pink shirt. Somebody got on a pink shirt. Yeah, look at the pink shirt. It's crazy. Pink robe. Let me see. Let's pull from somewhere. I ain't ready to quit yet, y'all. Shine and Saturn structure is here in regards to that Leo energy. And look at the star sticking out. Individuality. Be yourself. The sun and relationships. Now, of course, relationships is any type of relationship. But the seventh house. Passion. Coffee. Somebody's about to see the light. There's a message. Yep, confirmation. And there's the moon with the 18. And message. Mercury. But I see healing. Now it is on High Priestess and the Swindler. In reverse. Mercury. No, Mercury is muddy. But let me see. Let's see what the challenge is. Let's see what the challenge is. And it is the number 20. 2017 could be significant. 17 is star. Now Mercury symbolizes your mental switchboard, how you think, communicate, and move through the world. The smallest planets rules Gemini and Virgo. We're in Gemini season, and it's the closest to the sun. The sun is down here. Now you could be actually seeing 88. I seen 88 today. That's crazy. All day today. It's 88 in all my algorithm. All my how you call them? Studios. It's everywhere. Now something about completing its orbit in about 88 Earth days. Okay, let me just go to this. Damn, 58 is here. Now, let me see. The action is to communicate. The mood is quick, fast, and cerebral. Look at your situation from many different sides. Be light on your feet. And make sure you have all the information you need. If not, be ready to research, investigate, translate, meditate, check the facts, and learn. Now, it's so crazy that I'm thinking about that because, you got a lot of people out here that present a lot of fantastical messages, talking in tongues and all that stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that it's true or it's not true or anything like that right here, but y'all peep the game. I want to say that the primary source should be you. You should be able to verify these things that's being said, okay? You should be able to verify. That's why I show you the cards. I'm not manipulating them. It's like sometimes you just can't deny how it just line up like this right here. Now we have a lot of primary sources at this time. My generation. We was there. We witnessed it. We go way back. You have to take on, people perspective with a grain of salt. Be open-minded to it, It could be some truths in regards to some of these things that's written. But a lot of it's biased. It's from somebody's perspective. Don't get caught up. And be careful of that AI. You know? I tell you, you're out here feeding this thing this information. It's regurgitating. You got people out here falling in love with AI. Like it's a human. Alright? Now let me see. The challenge is when a quick mind is not connected to the heart, it can cause trouble. Watch out for the busy hamster wheel of the mind. Shallow thinking, scattered, dishonest, or glib approaches and mistakes made when in a rush. Now the gift of Mercury was the messenger of the gods. Listen deeply to the messages of your soul, the conduit to spirit, and become the messenger. Right here. Now look like there's something going on. I see the change. I see the transition taking place, boo. Alright? 20. Balance. Something could have happened in 2017 for somebody. Let's see. Then we're gonna pull from the maybe we're gonna pull from a couple. I don't know why I don't wanna stop. This is pretty good. Now environment is your last card because these two fell on the deck. And it's the number 44. And we got spirituality and music. Now, music is vibration. It's under passion, style. It could be so many things, but you could like music. But this is just giving me a tune. You know, a lot of times it's a card that comes out and it says to lean towards what is easy. Now, even though I love history and I'm loving learning about it, it's because this is something that I really didn't delve into when I was younger. I don't think that would particularly be my message. That's something that I probably wouldn't bring to the table, even though I'm not saying that I'm blind to it. A lot of things that went on in the past, but to go way back, or to really draw from a place of passion, I don't think that would be me. It's something that just innate within you that you do, without much thought. This is what you're supposed to do a lot of the time. Yeah. You got people that really used to follow like MTV, culture, music and stuff like that right there. This is why they could tell you what was going on. They was primary sources. And I'd be like, dang, how they just know all that? And they just recall it. They was there. Now, you can be seeing 44 a lot. We do got 144 showing up, but we was talking about this. 444. 44. What is that thing that you love, boo? Just do it. Just do it. Something's cooking. Something's cooking. Alright, let's shake it up. I said I was going to go. I'm going to pull from the tarot after this one. Let me see what's going to come out there. I don't know. Let's do it one more time, Spirit. And look at the roof. And the living room. DNA, defense, courthouse. Something going on. something's coming to the light in regards to, the family room does hold secrets. But a comfortable space, family gatherings. There's a lot going on here. You can just really take this back to, family, work, whatever. Change. I see luck with that though. 43 is 7. You can see 777. Now there could be a fight in regards to spirituality. DNA. Hold on. Yeah, it could be something going on with bloodline or something like that right there. I'm just pulling what I see over here in this little corner. Now look at that. The shopping mall with the roof. Relationships. Give, take, and receive some money coming towards somebody. Now somebody could want to go shopping with somebody. This could be a passion, retail, something. Yeah. And because the roof is here, it really is giving me an elevated taste. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The card did suggest you spruce up your little style. The sky's the limit. Right. Something going on. I see wish fulfillment. I see somebody going shopping. Something might be music to your ears because it got the music there. And concert. Spirit said get ready. Lights, camera, action. Live performance. Now somebody could and look at the workspace. Now, you could have been somebody who was laid off from work. Well, I see something new. Technology hub, creative zone, productive environment. Could be even working from home. Yeah. Confirmation. But something, yeah. Now this is like an amphitheater. This is grand. This is large. This is huge. Yeah. And just imagine the frequency right here with Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And then she got these peacock feathers on. And the green does represent the heart, the Mercury. We've seen the 3 of Swords. Let's see healing. The bustling hub from the workplace. You see how it's sticking out? See how that's vacant to all that activity? Woo! The confirmation is confirmation, ain't it? Let me see. The wheel. Now, no, we know that this is the wheel of life, the karmic wheel. But it's turning. It's right up under spirituality, this courthouse, DNA, and all that. But let's see. Look at the world card. Something that's not complete. And it's in reverse. It ain't come full circle yet. Well, maybe it did. Maybe it did. Now, of course, this could be somebody else that hasn't come to terms with something. This fighter. Again, I told you it could be something in regards to spirituality, beliefs, bloodline. too. That's the balance. 12, introspection. 10, I see it as a good, I see it as a positive, you know. I see union. Something coming together. Something coming together. Now, this card represents everything. Relationships, jobs, marriages, all that. Beliefs. Now, look at that. This has showed up. Feeling left out in the cold, the crossroad, and the hermit. Going within. And it's chariot. Moving forward. Somebody's definitely moving. And there's also a message in regards to environment. It could be, and remember, you are the house. It could be messages in regards to Mercury, muddy waters. But I see this is going to get you through. Wish fulfillment right there with that. Oh, confirmation. What goes around comes around, boo. That's that same DNA strand. That represents that as well. Same thing. Alright? Four swords. Healing. Rest. Look like a cord maybe getting cut. Yeah, see, there could be an apology. And again, we got 12. You could be saying 12, 12. 12, introspection. The page of cups, something new. Just sometimes it's an apology. Intuition is on the Ten of Swords. And there's the new thing. Didn't we see that? Passion. The wand. The magic stick. Something that you can touch. Didn't that card talk about limitless? Something is limitless. Yeah, judgment. This is just, look at the pain showing up. And look like you're moving on from that. 8 to the 9. Let me turn this over. Now let me just do it. Oh, what's up, Spirit? Let me turn it over. Temperance. 14 is hot. You could be saying 14, 14. And the moon. The moon is on the passion. And the hermit is next. On the chariot. Yeah. Something in regards to this. And remember, just take what resonates. Something might sneak up on you. Catch you by surprise. It's coming from this way. To bring that change in. Now it is right here as we get to the swindler. So it could be the mind. Feeling left out in the cold. Let's see. Strength card. And look what's at the strength is on this, the ego. Yeah, I see. And look at that. Now you could be saying 999. Look at the magician bringing in the manifestation. The tree of life. Then we just read all that out in regards to this Christ consciousness. Humor. Protection. Yeah, it's like you're moving to smoother water. Alright, boo? Something is definitely coming to an end. So you can feel good again. Get up, get your hair done. Put on some new clothes. Go shopping. You know? Do something. Ain't nothing wrong with a little retail therapy. I wish I had some coins to go. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get some. All right, y'all. That's your message. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. Leave me a comment. Listen. Tell me something. All right.